But you don't hear anything about that anymore. Last time I heard about it was during the George Bush reign, and there was something that he said, well, I'm going to let it go to the Supreme Court and let them make the decision. And people said, you know, you could have sent that there to the Supreme Court without them making a ruling on it. But he wanted the Supreme Court. And that's one of the things that I was angry about with George Bush, was because you don't allow somebody else to if you can help it, to second guess your decision on something.
Especially when you're the president of the United States.
And you think Obama would allow the courts, if he had a way to get around them, to have them sit in judgment of what he thinks is important, such as abortion, such as gay marriage, because that was one of his biggest. I mean, just he's the one that advanced the homosexual agenda way past what anybody thought. Even the homosexuals, they never thought they'd be where they are today.
And turned the White House into a rainbow for him too.
Oh yeah. So Gary, what do you think? Are you in the belief, as I am, that the Republican Party is just as culpable and just as guilty of the mess that we're in today?
Oh yeah, I mean, look what Ryan passed, that whole stimulus thing, and he just gave literally everything he wanted.
Yep.
In one,
So what do you suggest? I didn't ask anybody else, but what do you suggest that people like you and me that believe the Republican Party has betrayed us? What do you think? What do you think should be done? What do you think?
The only thing I know of that can be done is to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a precinct delegate. I've done what I can. I go to all the meetings. You can only try to change it from within. It's a sad situation, and it makes me sick when I think that, they're, like I say, they're just Democrat light sometimes. Republicans and
Gary,
go along to get along, and it's just out of control. And the damage that they've let happen,
that
they said they wouldn't let happen. Like I said, they say they wouldn't let it happen, and then they turn around and let it happen.
Yeah.
I'm really of the fact that I think that just like they sit together and came up with a path to eliminate Donald Trump, I believe they sit regularly with the Democrats and figure out ways to throw a monkey wrench into the works, and do away with the thing that really holds them back, and that is our U.S. Constitution. And next, it'll be any opposition at all to their agenda. So,
and it frightens me what's going to happen at a convention when it all comes to a head.
Well,
and see these establishments go at it. And, whatever happens, I mean, it's going to be a sad shame. And, America will just sit back and either laugh or shake their heads or,
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to, thanks for your call, Gary, and, keep
Thank
listening.
you.
Are you going over to Jimmy's today?
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
Well, we may see you there.
Okay.
All right. We'll be looking forward to you.
If I might add a fact that the Citizens for Pro-Life Society is helping to, again, have a nationwide protest against Planned Parenthood abortions. And that's on April 23rd from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock in the morning. There are locations throughout the state of Michigan, throughout the country. I've volunteered to lead the rally in Warren, Michigan again. We had between 450 and 600 people there the last time we rallied against Planned Parenthood, and I'm hoping to get that kind of a group again. That's Saturday, April 23rd from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll talk about it more next week.
All right. Now, there's something that I want to get to is, are you either one done anything with the National Rifle Association?
I'm a lifetime member of Gun Owners of America, and the only reason why is because NRA didn't support the First Amendment a number of years ago in an issue that was mainstream media, and I don't remember the exact details, but they said, well, we focus on the Second Amendment, and I said, well, you need to focus on the First Amendment, or I'm disavowing my membership with you, so I went over to the Gun Owners of America lifetime membership.
Well, the thing is that, do you know that there is a recall movement going on against Grover Norquist?
Oh, drive a stake through my heart, Phil, with that word. I've read a little bit about it, and it's the tragedy of allowing the progressive left to change the nature of what we need to do and what happens in this country.
Well, it's could you imagine somebody from a right to life movement being able to penetrate the Planned Parenthood organization at this level? Okay, Grover Norquist, and this is from Amoland.com, www.amoland. It says, vote yes on the recall of Grover Norquist. And what it says, for the first time in my 16 years on the NRA board, there will be a recall on the NRA ballot. NRA Director Todd Raffner notes, I urge you to vote no on the recall of Grover Norquist. Now, here it is that there are some real problems with Grover Norquist, and the National Rifle Association is defending him. So, you know, there might be some concerns for what you were stating, the reason why you changed. But the National Rifle Association and people that oppose Grover Norquist need to get out a little bit more information. Now, from what I can understand, you can only vote if you have been a member for, I think, 4 years or 2 years, one or the other, and lifetime members. You know, I think it's lifetime members are the only ones that can vote. But you haven't heard much about it. But it shows to me that an organization like this, that is so steeped in trying to protect, you know, the Second Amendment, would want to get the information out as to whether or not there is a reason to look on him, on Grover Norquist, with suspicion, because there are some things that he has done that needs clarification. And so what I'm wondering is it's just like, you remember the Boy Scouts of America, you know, that position change that came about was because of the head that they put into the Boy Scouts, and he's the one that pushed that initiative to get it where they accept you know, homosexual scout leaders and stuff like that. So not only the country has been penetrated, but all of the concerns of the organizations that have concern with protecting liberty and protecting the traditional values of the country have been penetrated and taken over by people that have the opposite of what the original intent of those organizations were, and that is protecting the rights of the individuals. So now we got all of these groups continually being more concerned with group rights than the individual right of people to express their view of how they want to be free and have liberty.
Right.
How they express that.
Part of the problem is the media doesn't just inform on the issues, they drive the issues. They drive the opinion that we're supposed to have on the issues. It's just like this massive outcry against Donald Trump. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, quite frankly, against one man who, good or bad, right or wrong, he has as much right to run for president as anybody else.
And the more they're against him, the more support he's getting.
That's right. And then the deeper we get our heels dug in support of him.
But the one thing that I have concern with, just like I had concern about Grover Norquist, I don't know all of the facts or whatever,
Right.
but I'm looking at National Review, when they come out, people like Thomas Sowell, Mona Charen, these are heroes that I have looked up to for a very long time.
Right.
Because they were able to get across to you and me why they were conservative. And then they turn around and they join in with the gaggle like John McCain and Lindsey Graham, that goober from North Carolina, wherever he's from. I mean, this guy, and so they give the idea by coming at Trump, calling him a racist, that all of the things that the Democrats say about all white people being racist, that's what they've done.
Right.
That's what they projected. They joined in with that. That's how come, like I'm very, very angry with the that element of the Republican Party.
Right.
Because I mean, what I've been for the last 40 years is all a lie. Because they're saying that the people that I chose to vote for and to respect are nothing but a bunch of racists. That's what they're saying.
I know, and then that reflects upon us. In fact, it's terrible. I just want to, as the show comes to an end, I just want to thank the House of Representatives in the state of Michigan for declaring March 20th the Snowplow Drivers Appreciation Day. Now,
what day did they do that? Because there wasn't very much use for them this year.
Isn't that the truth? It must have been a coercive element in our society that forced our legislators to focus on something like that.
All right. Remember, the reason for this weekend is because Jesus did rise out of that grave. Go to church tomorrow, and we'll see you next week.
The Abolitionist Roundtable invites the Wham Talk 1600 listeners to continue the roundtable discussions by mailing correspondence to Art of Michigan, Post Office Box 135, Garden City, Michigan 48135.
Or follow Phil, Del, and Janice at artofmichigan.com. You can also send emails to artofmichigan@hotmail.com. And most of all, continue to listen every Saturday and tell a friend.